How's it going, everybody? Figured to get going on, and I got my face back on. It's been a while, but figured to get going on What Remains of Edith Finch. So, do we have the sound right? Oh, I got it. There we go. I really wish I could do this on PC, but of course, still running into the bullshit, very much bullshit issue. Press any button. And I didn't. Dun, dun, dun. Press any button. Yes, I'm signed in. I don't know what to expect from the game either, so I just know I have a guide up for the achievements. So yep. Okay, I gotta improve that. And options. Oh, inverted. Olive reticle. There we go. Brighten it up a bit. And play. See, why can I not? Oh, I have to probably press A. Why? Oh, I have to press right trigger. They didn't even give me
a lot of this
how
isn't
to
going
do
to
it.
make sense to you.
Do I? Oh, they have this thing there anyway.
And I'm
so.
sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
With the house. Okay. Is there no way to adjust the... No, camera controls is either normal or inverted, so that sucks. Because this is why I wanted to play on PC, because at least then it wouldn't feel like the frame rate was bad.
But I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, lovely. I want to lower the what sounds like ambience. Probably is the sounds, if anything, because everything is combined essentially. So there. Yeah, it's better. Interesting that they have
inside the mailbox
the
were
hand
bills
be
from
the
7
trigger.
years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Lovely. So we're not gonna open it? Guess not. Okay. Da, da, da.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Well, that sucks. Just automatically open. And no trespassing.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Probably something in the house.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Question is, do we have to go down or the right? Oh, just go right first, I guess. Guess it probably doesn't matter.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
A few hoof prints. Or footprints. Hey, a deer.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
That's why you sell the house, if you don't want it anymore. That's what plenty of people do eventually, especially if the banks end up owning it, even if it's in your name. If you don't pay for stuff, then they'll just simply foreclose it. And then it'll be given to someone else. What did I miss over here, I wonder?
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I'm pretty sure the wind would do something in the woods, but okay. All roads. Take both paths. Hey, I'll take it. Hold on, I just backtracked to see what, if anything, I missed, so. I gotta love free gamer score. For just walking. Which, by the way, I know you guys can't see, but 248,895, so I'm almost at 250k, so.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
You could okay, at a right angle you can see the text, but not really from this
As a
distance.
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Oh, really? This gives me, the damn, technically it was Gold Game. It was literally like arriving on the porch of a house, and it was just an easy gamer score game, which the only annoying achievements were literally inspecting all the developer bubbles, and it was literally like a few of them were having to do with going through every single room to get the bubbles done for the developer stuff before you finish the story. So, as well as the freaking stupid speed run moment of getting it done so quickly, I hated it. So, let me search around the house. Yeah, there's a zoom button apparently, so. As I know I have a text guide, I just, let's go.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
No, that's called a lot of books. Like, literally. I guess I can't just go in. Unless there's stuff I gotta find for a key, I don't know. 'Cause I remember that before I had my house key and whatnot. That my mother would always keep a key amongst the crap on the porch. If I ever didn't have one for whatever reason. I was gonna say, am I going in there? Is that really? Okay.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
That's house security for you.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
House security, where you don't have a guard on the doggy door. Lovely. So, is the... I don't see one, that's why I'm like, is there a powerhouse thing?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
I felt like I was home.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
At least the camera actually forces you to look at the subtitles so you don't miss
like
something.
How only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
I'm sure that those boxes, these must smell like crazy. Bad. Enough canned stuff?
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon.
Yeah.
Except our cat, Molly.
Exactly, it's just free cat food. Like, what the hell?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Can you unlock the door?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Lovely. All these music. Apparently I'm winding that.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Got enough moving boxes, dude? Where's it? Okay, nice TV.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
I'm sure. Is there no secondary door to get out of the house?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ah. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Ah. Oh, before we go in there, let's look at the other peepholes. That explains why there's peepholes everywhere. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That is extremely strict.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Ah. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Lovely. And of course, it's in there. Bum, bum.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Is this the key? Of course it is.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
I was gonna say, is there a peephole in here or what? All roads. Okay, so no skipping the credits. Pretty much. Let's go.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Okay, closet.
Just like I had no idea where all this...
Why do I have vibration on? There's literally no reason to have vibration on. And I don't even think I can adjust that, which is what annoys me the most.
...was gonna lead.
Like, there's no reason for this game to have
I grew up looking
vibration.
at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, this is Molly.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's funny.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
That's cool.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here.
December 13th,
Gotta love the voice acting.
Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil food. Oh god, no. If you're looking for something to eat, it certainly isn't going to be toothpaste.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Okay. I thought about it.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
I thought about it.
I kept eating and eating.
Really? Toothpaste? What the heck?
I ate a lot of things that night.
That's not even edible, I'm sure. What the heck?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Yep.
And suddenly...
Oh, I'm a cat.
I was a cat.
Interesting. I'm a cat.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh man, this is parkour central. Thank God you can't drop. Parkour central.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, that's the parents? Where do I go from here? Where can I go from here? Because I cannot make any of this. That is BS. No cat can make that distance, but okay. Unless you're supposed to technically go across those poles, I wonder.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Then stop going after her.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
All I cared about was eating a bird. I almost thought I was gonna fall there.
I gobbled her up.
And then died.
And suddenly, I was an owl.
Oh.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Curious, what does it say about the animal stuff? Hunt down and grab 2 rabbits once they appear on screen. Okay. Okay. Oh, lovely.
Rabbits.
Rabbits. Got him.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Or, you know, I can just go get another rabbit.
A mama rabbit.
Gotcha.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
A shark. Wow. How the hell is this gonna work? Why? Or a shark.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Lovely.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Why are the controls inverted, dude? Lovely. Oh.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Wow. She is crazy. Why are these controls inverted? Crunch.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh my god, where are you? The speed, the dexterity. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Lovely.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a snake. Or... what am I? Am I stuck? There we go. I have to go under. It'll be resting his head. Ah, okay.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, his belly with a rusty razor, in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter.
The morning.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Right in the morning. Struck it with a longboat till he's sober. Struck it with a longboat till he's sober. Struck it with a longboat till he's sober.
In the morning.
What shall we do with a drunken
Goes on for some time,
sailor?
that's
What
great.
shall we do with a drunken
That's great.
sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Right in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Heave ho, she rises, heave ho, she rises, heave ho, up she rises early in the morning.
Oh, that's it. I was hoping it was going to be more than that, but whatever. Lovely. And I was gonna say, when's the achievement coming? Let the drunk sailor finish his song. What am I supposed to do?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
Oh, we're supposed to be eating them?
Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
I was just passing by them. I didn't realize we were eating them.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Oh. Guess we're going this way now.
I got closer and closer.
Guessing this is us.
All of my stomach started growling.
Okay, I guess that's the
And
end.
suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
We both know I will be delicious. Oh, lovely. Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So I'm guessing we have to discover everyone. Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Lovely.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Dragon kills Finch.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long... Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Lewis died a week before we left.
A lot of dialogue.
But Edie had already started to memorialize him. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
That was a quick...
Whatever's wrong with this family,
That was quick.
It goes back a long ways.
Yeah. That was a quick little history lesson. Oh, Odin Finch made the house, and then he died. So...
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It had to be pink.
It was a pretty big trace.
And another key. There's a secret in this bathroom. What else
There's
is
a secret
new?
in this bathroom.
Oh, lovely.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
What else is new? Okay. I guess someone's into photo stuff.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Yeah, I'm sure. Milton. Okay. An artist. How the heck did they go up there?
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Probably not.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, this is that single. Okay. Oh boy.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Is he really gonna go?
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
I'm gonna go.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
How do I launch? Oh, I have to get to the branch. Whee!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Yep.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yep. So how do I go to the level, select menu? How do you do it? I'm guessing I have to wait till I get through the entire game again, or play through the entire game. Let me look. That's my guess anyway. Yeah, finish the story and then replay, so not surprising.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Okay then. Okay. Vibrations. Quite the maze.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Finally, we're out. Did I look at this?
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Oh yeah, I already looked through this. So, yeah. So how many achievements do I got going? 2 out of 10. Lovely. Dun, 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 dun. Didn't I,
He was going to go through another secret corridor. Trace your steps, but instead of going right, go left through the bookshelf. If you is in the music box passage, you will reach Barbara's room.
Oh, okay, so just continue on. Because I just was a little curious, so... They essentially did this if you wanted to just get out. So let's keep going.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Can I unlock the door?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Dreadful stories.
Of all the
Barbara
stories
Finch.
people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Lovely. Surprising end of Barbara Finch.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Rip.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Of course it has.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Damn.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Of course
so
not.
Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Well, lovely.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Balls off the table. Interesting. Clear the table.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
As you know, that's not creepy.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh!
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Picture show.
Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
More stuff. Man, got lovely decorating for sure. Walter.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay,
Go.
Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Definitely feels like Telltale game with the filter. We going out the window?
She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. she sensed the story might not be over yet.
She committed murder. Of course he moved.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
The hookman. Ding dong.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. With her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
I don't know, I opened it, there was no ear.
A real eerie tale.
The end. The end.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was.
Go back near.
Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Letter.
Yep, now time to head. We have the information on the music box now. Which I would imagine that's why they had the exit where they did. Because there's no other way to actually...
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Because you would know about Walter. And what secrets he had. At least that explains why this is like that. Why is it so dark? God damn. Saving. Okay. Now where's the electric power?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
There's the
Mom
saw.
said the basement was off limits, Unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Actually get one underground cave and find Walter's letter. You will eventually get one
Time to go in the dark area.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Lovely.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Oh, I'm sure.
If there's a pattern
Oh my
in all these
God.
stories,
Got a fallout shelter much?
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Damn.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Lovely.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Almost.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Okay.
I know it's out there, somewhere.
Somewhere, indeed.
Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly. And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
At least I'm not doing that.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
I'm surprised they decided to go
I don't
with
mind if I
cursive.
only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day.
One new
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
As a train hit him. Lovely.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I can. Let's see.
A short walk on the shore.
Oh, do we just continue where he was?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
I have no idea.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
This will be interesting.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Well, let's see what happens. Because I'm like just looking at the peephole achievement, so I just have to find.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Maybe.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Okay. What the heck's the point of walking over here? Yes, and no point. Da, da, da. Just on the outside of the house.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Why even have a gate thing when it's just facing the beach anyway?
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh boy.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and too had been my fault.
Rip.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Rippy.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I just want to know where the heck's the dam.
She could see it
Okay, there it
poking
is.
out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Anything more to say? Oh, lovely. So what's the name of it? A closer look. What do I... Fuck.
Climbing up.
If she hadn't died.
To find Barbara's room. Left, and you will find the last three in this replay. Calvin, replay it, cemetery, and look through the telescope.
Edie said she dreamed.
Go to Milton's story. Go. For the last ones, go to Milton's story. Go out, look through the peephole.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Curious. Do I just go back to the house now or what? So basically I missed 2 doors.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Curious. Yeah, 300.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Really got a balance here. Oh, a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Da, da, da.
They were both pretty intense.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I don't know, did I already look at this, people?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm. What? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Where's the, I just want to know when is it fucking,
Your room where you progress and a little down to find the rabbit.
Okay, there we go, yeah.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
There we go. Take a picture of a rabbit outside of National Park. There we go.
Photographer,
Never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
take
Okay.
Dawn's take is a little to the right. It's near a tree. Summer to the right. Now, finish the
Okay, that's totally normal.
and draw him.
Just a bunch of obvious pieces.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what?
I already did one.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit.
Come on already.
Smile, Dawn. Okay, got
There
it.
we go. Had to
I'm
waste
gonna take
two
some
pictures.
okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
God, it'd be great if this thing actually focused.
definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Okay.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Boom.
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Yep. Oh, I have to be him?
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so...
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh. Damn.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Damn. Whether he died or not, that's just crazy.
Gregory's story.
That's crazy. Oh, man.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Okay. Sam.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Okay.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
How do I... Oh, I see.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Can I please? Come on.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin.
I just want to get this. Oh, come on.
Lost in his imagination.
It's not even my fault. There we go. Come on. There we go. Gregory.
Whatever it was he saw.
Bum, bum, bum. Copyright music.
It sure made him happy.
Boing.
I know how silly it sounds.
Bubble bath.
But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Bubble bath.
But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Least you could do is take the baby out of the damn tub. Oh no.
I wish he could have told us about
Please?
the world he saw.
Really? Take your kid out of the bath, dude. Like, take
There's
the
so
baby.
much I don't understand.
He drowned.
Gregory.
That is
Not everything.
sad. He drowned.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. I want you to be happy too.
Rip.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Rip. That's just sad.
New story.
A poem for Gus, who
That is literally just sad. Because you can't really say anything about it, because it's just, hey, freaking the mother let
I can't imagine
baby
my mom ever
drown.
writing poetry, and yet
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh wait, is there anything here? I don't think so. it's still going. Of course it is.
The words will be found between the chair, all in its path. Draw a member.
Yeah, it's nothing special.
The story also finishes, and once again, you draw a member of bookshelf. Get out through the window.
Oh, this will be fun.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Oh, a wedding going on.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
As they teleported.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yeah, about that.
The
Oh
thunder
my
sounded
God.
much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Nice lighting in the what am I supposed to do here?
Dawn finishes her creating. The words will be found between the chairs, the tables, the tents, creating sort of a tornado.
Oh, I literally have to do a circular motion in there. Yeah. Kill everyone.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Yep. That happened.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. Going
My mom Mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Milton.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Lovely. Oh, Milton's still alive. Let me check if I'm missing anything over here real quick. Yep, there you go.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
There we go. Closer look. Exactly what I wanted. And I just got, fucking all stories, Johann. What? I did get that! I guess I'll have to replay that moment then, annoyingly. What the fuck? I did freaking do that. It's this one and that one, obviously. I gotta redo that one, but that's annoying. I did fucking get 2 rabbits with only 2 swoops. Well, actually, no, I will admit, I did swoop multiple times. That's why that didn't unlock. Yeah. Yeah, because you have to get the aim right. That's why. That's why. I'm like, I did do that. It's like, that's right. I got at it. It took multiple swoops for me to understand the controls, so. Good to know, at least. Thought it didn't matter, but apparently it does. Yeah, it doesn't. This thing doesn't even. I don't know. That's why I didn't know about the 2 swoop thing, because even the guide thing doesn't say anything about 2 swoops.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, I have to. Achoo. It's a long story. Okay.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah, disappeared but not dead. That was short.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
God, what is up with his family and sealing doors? Just freaking...
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh man, the computer setup. WASD.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh. Surprised
he kept
just
working at the cannery.
One hand.
But he withdrew part of himself.
Well, yeah, you're just a machine.
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh, hello. I didn't notice this. I'm just gonna
I
do
asked
that.
him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Multitasking.
Bats.
That's why the control scheme is
And
this way.
toads.
Oh, I have to fight him. Oh my god.
And things that have not names.
Curious, do I have to do this fish
He
thing?
knew it was all in his head.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing this, I don't care.
But he took it very seriously.
Until I
I had
reason.
hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh man.
I worried about him then.
No idea.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
I had to shove a third-person game with me.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Till he
Like a
wasn't.
whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Come on.
I even encouraged him.
Oh god, that frame drop.
It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
I should not encourage this when
On the
you're
edge of a
working with
city
a
he
blade.
named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Oh my god. So basically
And
he wanted to
songs
be a
for them
game
to play.
designer.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
He really wanted to be a game designer.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Well, yeah.
So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
God, how long is this gonna go on?
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
How about you pull me out of my shift then?
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
Handsome queen.
Not that big, beautiful queen, but okay.
The queen was on her own quest for
sinister serpents.
Sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her
electric sitar.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh man, even more just literally.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh my god. This is dedication to this minigame. Literally.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
It's a lot of... I was gonna say it's gonna freeze a bit because of the soldier count.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Quite the game.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay. Well then. Nice little gamepad.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
And who am I?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh, lovely. He's an autopilot. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I don't know. Unless I go up there, I don't know.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
All these jumpy people.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
You're kidding me.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He literally put his head through the damn fish.
My brother was
Cutter.
really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah, I just got Don left. And Eddie. God damn. That's why the moment I saw him, like, he's literally putting his head through a damn cutter. Lovely.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Oh, Edie, okay. I guess. Or did I skip? Oh, I didn't go right. I kept going forward.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah, I can imagine.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
It had been
Maybe it should have come sooner.
Okay.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I'm missing,
room, get to the top, and enter one last story. Dawn's Edith's mother. Through it, you will learn about Edith's death.
Okay, so I think, I don't know whether I want to call it there or not.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
It's called What Remains of Edith Finch.
And all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open?
How you doing, gay
The
camp?
grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
I'm not leaving. I want to just call it there. Probably saved automatically. I know I'm getting to the end of the game. I'll probably finish the game on Thursday. Doing good, how are you? I am alright. Just been playing this for the past 2 hours, which I'm not surprised at how long the game has been. I definitely wish that the game gave, like, because it somewhat gives a sense of direction, but at the same time, in the very beginning, you're just like, which way do you need to go? So, but what else can you expect from a Gamepass title that's narrative? So, but I just know I've been going for 2 hours, so I'll get back to it. I'll finish this probably on Thursday, because tomorrow I want to play some VR titles, so that should be plenty of fun. Although we'll be playing the air guitar game Unplugged, because I got that.
Did we just become best friends?
To work.
Yup.
Thanks for the follow, very much so. I'm also on Twitch and whatnot if you want to check out me over there, same name and whatnot. So, but I definitely was kind of not surprised when apparently Fall Guys, with it being free to play today, that their servers have been shit. So I literally didn't even bother try to play a game at all today. I'll probably play it on Friday, more than likely, because I know I technically have a lot, because I got there, I'm so close to 250k, so I don't know how much I would be playing it on Friday, because I know I want to get other games involved with the gamer score, so I don't know, but I hope you all have enjoyed for sure. I don't know why did that just dip. Did it was the player? Yeah. That's fun. Love it when the player decides to stop working, but technically it's been a while since I had a new follower on Discord or on DLive, so thanks for that. I wish the activity feed on Twitch was just as responsive, but no, well, it depends on who you are, because the only reason DLive got big was because of PewDiePie literally wanting to be like he wanted to just promote the website and whatnot and be a partner and all that. So that's at the time when they got big. So people ended up joining into it, and I only did it just because it seemed like it was the only alternative besides Twitch and YouTube streaming. So that's the only reason I hopped on it. And then I stopped for a bit, but then I came back and then stopped slightly a bit and then came back with deciding to have a new YouTube channel for streaming specifically, even though it hurts the main channel on YouTube, which sucks, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, definitely a lot of fun. I know I'm almost done with What Remains of Edith Finch. I hate so much that for some reason, I don't know if it's a lot of people on PC either, but for some reason the game did not want to synchronize my Xbox account with the game, because if I didn't have it synced, I'm guarantee it probably would still like I don't know if it would have saved data or what. I know I probably would be able to continue the story, but it's like I didn't want to keep playing it and whatnot without any achievement stuff. So, but I just figure fire up the game because it was a narrative game on Game Pass. I don't think that there's any other as far as I know, because I know I also have Starbound that I have been playing the past week and whatnot, so I don't know. I'd have to. As far as I know, there isn't that many other ones, so I don't know. But hope you all have enjoyed. And yep, I'll be VR streaming tomorrow. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.